I don't want to be the one to lower the mood or anything or be the one to ruin the party, but there are 2 months in the year which I absolutely despise, which is January and September. Now, because this video is titled my least favourite month, I can only pick one of these god-awful months, but if I was to put January and September in a boxing ring, January would absolutely win and beat the living shit out of September as the worst month ever. So in today's video, I'm going to be discussing in the same way you would write an essay on why I hate January so much and why you should too. If you want to, I'm not going to force you to. Before we start, please make sure to subscribe. I want to grow on YouTube a lot this year, and subscribing is the easiest way to help me, as it's free and you can always unsubscribe later. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, you might be sitting here saying, well, January's my birth month. Okay, shut up, this isn't about you. That's also well one fun for you, but think about it for the rest of us. It sucks ass. Christmas is over and it suddenly hits you like a storm. Your whole bloodline is $10,000 in debt from celebrating the Christmas holidays, and your whole house looks like it's been robbed by a swarm of angry pigeons. School and work start again, meaning waking up at 6 in the morning instead of 2 in the afternoon, and it makes you feel like you're living in some dystopian book series. More exams again, because for some reason school requires you to know every little detail about the plum pudding model and algebra or whatever, because obviously that will come handy in life. If someone comes up to me on the streets and goes, oh, you're not tough, you're not cool, I can reply by saying, well, in year 10 my physics teacher told me how to put together a circuit, and everyone's minds will automatically be blown away. Then suddenly everyone is pissed off again. Great. And I know people will just go in the comments and say to me, well, all good things have to come to an end eventually, because I hate that saying because it makes no sense. Why should cool stuff have to come to an end, especially in TV shows that got discontinued? Like, thinking about that, that's such a deeply depressing thing to say. Anyways, back on track because I got distracted once again. I generally hate January because it feels like someone up above has clicked a button to make it go at 0.5 speed, and that's not even an exaggeration because it feels so long and is so long. It's not like anything excited happens whatsoever. It just feels like a month of nothingness, like you've been trapped in some dark room. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating a bit there, but think about every other month apart from September, which for the record is just as long and boring. You see what I mean? Something about it just feels so long, and what makes it worse is for some reason everyone for whatsoever reason is busy. It's literal rage bait and it works perfectly every time. Not trying to make this about me, but considering my birthday is right at the end of the year, I get to the realization that I have to wait a whole entire year for more presents. And before you say, oh, you stupid British everyone has to wait 365 days for their birthday unless you're born on a leap year where you don't get a birthday. By the way, imagine not having a birthday. That must suck ass. Anyways, what I mean is, for example, if your birthday is in June and July or whatever, or just halfway through the year you get a day of fun, whilst being born right after Christmas seems really cramped. Like, sure, it's sick to have a rare birthday, but I always feel like it's too close to each other. In January is the month I just realised, oh, I have to wait a whole year before I get a day of fun and excitement. Anyways, back to my main point. January is an awful month, as I said before. Everyone's in debt, it feels long, school starts again, everyone is miserable, the whole house feels like it's being raided, and I've made my points very clear. But there's another couple points I have on my mind, which are New Year's resolutions, which piss me off so much because, trust me, 80% of the time they don't work, which is exactly why I call them goals for next year. Why do I call them goals for next year? I don't know, for some reason it just sticks with me longer, because I don't swarm with the other crowd, and I know that sounds really like I'm not like the other girls, but I guess it does, but yeah. New Year's resolutions actually suck ass because you're going to be saying, I'm going to have a positive mindset for this year, but then you're saying that, and then the next day you've bombed a small orphanage and stole from multiple small businesses. You know what? I'm going to eat more healthy. I have some personal goals for next year, which you probably don't give a shit about, and I don't blame you, but mine are cool goals and like that, like to get YouTuber rank in Hypixel, and to get a cat and 10,000 subscribers, and a lot more unemployed ass shit in there. My goals are more fun goals, and even though 60% of them will fail, it's a fun goal. For me, at least. Also, the thing with January is the weather is so bipolar and, like, it's actual pathetic fallacy or whatever the smart word is. And I know it'll be place to place, but overall it just sucks ass everywhere. One second it will be raining, and then the next thing you see is a bunch of small children getting blown away by the wind. And then the next day it feels like I've taken a trip down to Death Valley. And once again, you will think it's snowing, but as soon as you get your hopes up, you come to the conclusion it was just hail. And before you know it, a hailstone has knocked you out unconscious. Well, not really, I'm just trying to put it in perspective. Really sets a mood for the next year, I must say so myself. But around 52 years later, which for some reason is only 31 days, it's February 1st, the air just feels different. I don't know if this is just me. Oh, does anyone else think that just January sucks ass? It's just such a bad month. I don't know what else to say. I had to just get this off my chest and show the whole internet my hatred for this month. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. As I said a million times, please make sure to subscribe. Well, only if you want to. You don't have to, obviously. I'm not going to force you to. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys next time.